Jesus says in a prayer to his Father, my prayer is not for my disciples alone. I pray also for those who will believe in me through their message, that all of them may be one, Father, just as you are in me and I am in you. May they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. I have given them the glory that you gave me, that they may be one as we are one, I and them and you and me, so that they may be brought to complete unity. Then the world will know that you sent me and have loved them even as you have loved me. Father, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am, and to see my glory, the glory you have given me because you loved me before the creation of the world. Righteous Father, though the world does not know you, I know you, and they know that you have sent me. I have made you known to them, and will continue to make you known, in order that the love you have for me may be in them, and that I myself may be in them. What is going on there? What is happening in that? What is he talking about? What does it mean to be one? What does it mean to have unity? What does that mean? What is he talking about? You talk about unity. The TV tells you about unity. But he says earlier in that prayer that he doesn't want unity the way the world wants unity. So the way the television tells you unity will come is something that Jesus is not interested in. He says the world does not know his Father, and they hate what he represents. And that his way of love and unity is alien to that world even now. It's always disregarded. It's always scoffed at. It's always dismissed, even by those who sing songs to his name. But nevertheless, that message, even though it's rejected, in it being rejected, it conquers all tyranny, all oppression, all powers that want to rule the world and make the world in their own image. Because by expelling the truth, they expose the truth evermore. By expelling love, they expose the reality of hate evermore. By expelling those who want to serve their neighbor as themselves, the world will expose the futility of consuming and devouring our neighbors for our own benefit. In the expulsion, the continual expulsion of the one who brought unity, not as the world wants it, but as the way it will actually unfold. Every time it's expelled, that unity, it draws more power in that act of expulsion. Every time that alien way of loving our neighbor that the world hates, every time the world rejects it, in that act of rejection, that alien form of love continues to infect the human species just a bit more. And the strong structures that think that they will resume their power indefinitely through the proper use of sacrifice and exclusion, the longer they continue to exclude and expel all over the world, the more that act of expulsion breaks their own stronghold grip on power. And that's what's going on in our history right now. That's why, as crazy as it seems, the world is more Christian than ever before. Not the way you think, not the way you're told to think about Christians. All right, let me see the numbers. Let me see how many people of influence and power and celebrity are all saying Jesus. That's not how it works. It works through that alien form of love and unity that we're often repulsed by because we think it's just not good enough. That it doesn't have enough justice attached to it. Doesn't have enough power. We just don't believe that's the way the world actually operates. We just don't believe that love can conquer tyranny. We just don't believe it. And yet, even in our disbelief, that disbelief is used as an opportunity to bring about a new moment of epiphany in which someone sees the beauty of love as tyranny impotently tries to snuff it out. That's happening all over this globe. The story of mercy, not sacrifice, captivates the world, and it haunts us. And though we don't like it, it continues to have a deeper and deeper haunting in our hearts. We're puzzled by it. We've created clever theologies to minimize its power and influence in shaking up our comfort. But it still haunts us. That in man's desperate cries for answers and justice, God responds to those things with a mystery. He responds to a man being murdered by his own community. And he says, that's the answer. And we say, what? Say again? That's all you have to offer? That's it? That's the hero who will save my health care? That's the hero who will save my Social Security? A guy who's left abandoned, excluded by even his own followers, left to die naked outside of a community that was supposed to be his fans just a week before? That's what you have to offer? And yet that story, wherever it goes, continues to open up the opportunity for humanity to transcend the confines of parasitical ways of oppressing one another and scapegoating one another. And it continues to find ways of bringing humanity into another level of consciousness, into another level of human possibility and healing, understanding. And yes, it looks bleak, but the cross looked bleak too. Looked like it was lights out for the way of peace. Looked like it was always just a fool's errand, what he was up to. And yet here you are counting your year by that man, by that man's name. Here you are going to hospitals invented by that very man and the inspiration of his witness in the hearts and minds of men. Here you are operating with innovations and scientific insights inspired by that man, excluded by everyone, but yet influencing everyone throughout history. That's the mystery of power made perfect in weakness. I'm David Gornoski. Godspeed.